into it, right? Okay. Check 1, 2. Really close? Like that close? Okay. Okay. Check 1, 2. And he'll adjust it. I don't know. I saw him do this. I don't know what that means. Does that mean, is that good?
So that's okay, right?
Is that okay? I don't know.
So make sure you just, fairly.
Be really close to the mic. Okay.
Are you set?
I am. Thank you, Paula.
Yeah. Okay. And I think, I've got six jingle bells, so 6 kids.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Hopefully, that'll be enough. Okay. Oh, yes, okay. Okay, I'll just wait for you to let me know. Good afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome to you all, as warmth is indeed a welcome commodity, especially today and the other day when it started to dip and the temperatures just plummeted quickly as always. I would like to offer a big thank you to 𝘾𝙧𝙧𝙢𝙖 and our turkey team of treat preparers and the cider out in the Northex. Again, so nice to come in from the cold and have a cup of warmth. So, Merry Christmas. 2 words. When spoken to a store clerk, your pharmacist, a server in a restaurant, or perhaps when they're spoken to you, more often than not, these 2 words will conjure up feelings of goodwill, a connectedness, and optimally, a warmth from within. It is said that when you sing, the musical vibrations that move through your body actually alter your physical and emotional landscape. Group singing, apparently, is the most exhilarating and transformative of all. Singing, of course, has been associated with feelings of pleasure, as the hormones released during the singing process have been found to alleviate anxiety and stress, and can also enhance feelings of trust and bonding. Hence, for example, when a mother sings lullabies to her child, or a father, or whoever is singing the lullaby, there's always that connection. A recent study even alludes to the fact that music evolved as a tool for social living, inciting people to work and to come together cooperatively. Perhaps that's why the 7 dwarfs sang, hi ho, it's off to work we go. Add a dash of Christmas spirit to that theory, and we hope that you will be uplifted by our shared experience here this afternoon. My name is Judy Brotto, and I am delighted to be your host for this year's event. I have been a member of this congregation and the choir for 30 years. This is our 6th Carol Sing event, and this is certainly one of the highlights for me during the Christmas season. Over the years, our church has welcomed dozens of friends, family, and neighbors of the Riverbend community and beyond. So just out of curiosity, how many guests do we have with us today that do not regularly attend the church? Oh, wow. That's wonderful. Welcome. The past few years dealing with COVID have, of course, presented us with numerous challenges, and we are delighted to be with you all today in person. We are most fortunate to have a wonderful group of talented musicians and choristers. Our dedicated and seasoned choir, led by our ever-patient, creative, and versatile conductor, Paula Roberts, and accompanied by our accomplished and multi-talented pianist, Sherry Steele. Our self-directed and plugged-in musical composers and musicians call themselves the ensemble. They are actually dispersed amongst everywhere, so we cannot see them unless they would like to stand to be, or wave, okay? Thank you for being acknowledged. It's wonderful to have them. They provide us with a more contemporary style of music that enhances our worship services. And then, of course, we have our polished and pitch-perfect bell choir in the front rows, directed by the talented and tenacious Lois Lund. And of course, the most important group here today, you. We have several opportunities for you to sing and share in the Christmas spirit. And don't forget, the choir is always looking for some new talent. So keep that in mind. Now you will find the majority of the words to the Christmas carols sung today will be in the thick red hymn book that are in the pews. The words to any of the other more secular songs will be projected on the screen behind me. Any additional direction for the songs will be provided by our choir director, Paula, and I will let you know when you need to watch her. Just a couple of quick housekeeping items. For washrooms, if that becomes a need for anyone, it is back through the narthex, to the left through the wooden doors, and just to bring your attention, fire exits on either side. So without any further ado, let us begin. The first carol is Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Now, indeed, I just wanted to ask, how many of you watch the Charlie Brown Christmas special every year? Okay. It was a treasured tradition for myself, my brother, and my sister. You may recall, at the end of the animated story, the characters gather around the Charlie Brown Christmas tree and sing this classic Christmas carol. So if you would please join us in singing this holiday classic, it is found in the Voices United hymn book, page 48, and we will be singing verses 1 and 3. The next carol we are going to sing, and Paula, do you think we should stand for singing the carols?
Occasionally.
Occasionally, okay. We will watch you if you come across and you just want everybody up and standing.
Okay, we should test that out. We're going to stand for this next one on my cue, and all of our words are
On the screen, okay. So the next carol we're going to sing, I have a little spiel about everything here, Paula, just so you know, is God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Nope, okay. In our ever-evolving and sometimes very confusing English language, as I know some people will attest to that, some words have changed their meaning over the centuries. For example, when this carol was written in the 16th century, the verb rest meant to keep or to remain. So when it says, God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay, basically it's saying that keep merry gentlemen, for there is nothing to dismay, for Jesus Christ, our Savior, was born on Christmas Day. Now, knowing the alternate definition, the carol maybe makes a tad more sense now that we're singing it. And for those who enjoy trivia, to note that this carol is the only carol that is referenced in the Charles Dickens epic story of Ebenezer Scrooge. So now we will sing God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, and yes, the words will be projected on the screen. The next carol is I Saw Three Ships. Now, this is another English folk song dating back to the 1700s. Debate continues to this day as to the reference of the ships, many thinking, of course, that they refer to the camels, which are known as the ships of the desert, and the camels that were ridden by the Magi who were in search of the Christ child. Now, in the original version of this carol, the camels are carrying the skulls of the three wise men to the Cologne Cathedral in Germany. Now, there obviously have been many alterations to the lyrics of this carol, and with the most well-known being about Mary and Joseph traveling to Bethlehem. This is the version that we will sing. Again, please refer to the lyrics on the screen.
Bethlehem,
Now, were you going to say something about the anthem?
No.
No? Okay, then I shall. And speaking of Bethlehem, the choir will now perform their anthem, Bethlehem Wind, a song by Joseph Martin, one of Paula's favorite composers. It is a song that captures the Spirit of God, spreading the word of the birth of the promised Messiah through the Bethlehem wind. So blow, blow, Bethlehem wind. Do you hear what I hear? Said the night wind to the little lamb. And now the bell choir will perform their anthem. Do you hear what I hear? So, do you hear what I hear? Interestingly, with a thank you to Lois, who provided this little tidbit of history about the song. This song was actually composed by a husband and wife team in 1962 to be performed at a peace rally during the Cuban Missile Crisis, which occurred during the Cold War. It became a Christmas carol as the words described the birth of Jesus, the Messiah, who would bring peace to the world. Now, on an entirely separate note, this song became one of the biggest pop music Christmas songs when it was performed by Whitney Houston in 1987. It was also performed by an unlikely duo of Bing Crosby and David Bowie in 1977. And yes, those lovely chimes are my phone, even though I did turn it to mute. One moment, please. Definitely not as lovely as the bells we heard chiming. My apologies about the phone going off. I really thought turning it to mute would mute the alarm. Obviously not. Anyway, it was also performed by an unlikely duo of Bing Crosby and David Bowie in 1977 during the Bing Crosby Christmas special. Now, I actually happen to remember that performance quite vividly and thinking how incredible it was to have two very diverse musicians performing the duet. Apparently, it was quite the undertaking to convince David Bowie to do this. Now, what I did not know was that the special itself was, of course, pre-taped and was actually aired posthumously as Bing Crosby had passed away just 5 weeks after that performance from a massive heart attack on the golf course. It's actually a very interesting story. If you're interested in more of the background, may want to give it a Google. Anyway, okay, with all this background history, I suspect at best that we only sing the last two verses of this carol, which happens to be one of my personal favorites. Again, please refer to the lyrics on the screen.
What
Hear, hear, Sherry. Actually, that was worth repeating. Absolutely, to sing about peace. Things haven't changed a whole lot since 1962, unfortunately. The next carol that we will be singing is What Child Is This? Now, this carol was written in 1865 and set to the tune of Greensleeves, which was a very popular English melody. And it has remained a classic to this day. So if you'd be so kind, we will sing What Child Is This? And it is in the Voices United hymn book, page 74, verses 1 and 3. And we have one more for you to sing. Angels we have heard on high. This is another carol that dates back to the 1800s. They were very busy back then in the 1800s, composing all of this wonderful music that we sing today. Angels We Have Heard on High, of course, integrates the very popular and beautiful Gloria melody, which originates from a French folk carol, actually, to give us the song that we know today. So let us all sing Angels We Have Heard on High in the Voices United, page 38, verses 1 and 3, and we will be singing it in English.
Shall we stand?
In case there's a question.
♪
while those angels were singing on high, all the heavens seemed to twinkle with a crystalline delight, keeping time, time, time in a sort of runic rhyme to the _𝘚_𝑡𝘚_𝑢𝑙ation that so musically wells from the bells, 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 bells. And here is our bell choir to perform Good King Wenceslas. We're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to stick with the bell theme, only we are going to do a little bit something different with actual jingle bells in a bit. I skipped one, my apologies. Speaking of bells, silver bells. Silver Bells is actually one of the most covered Christmas songs. Now, a cover song is a new recording of a previously released song that was written by somebody else. Now, the most famous version of this song was performed by Bing Crosby and Carol Richards. For those of us who are old enough to know who those people are. And it was actually written in 1950 for a movie called The Lemon Drop Kid, which starred Bob Hope and Marilyn Maxwell. Again, for those of us who are old enough to know who these actors are. Anyway, we are going to sing Silver Bells, and the lyrics will be on the screen.
Children laughing, people passing, greeting, smile. Strings of street lights, even stoplights, flicker bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids punch. This is Santa's big scene, and above all there's bustle you hear. Silver bells, silver bells, silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, 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 soon it will be Christmas Day.
Okay, so now was supposed to be my line segueing into a different type of bell, doing the jingle bells. Our next set of music is called Jingle All the Way, and it's a medley which begins with Jingle Bells. Now, if Silver Bells was the most covered song, Jingle Bells is definitely one of the most popular, especially amongst children, as well as children of all ages. It was written back in 1857 and was not actually tied to Christmas at all. It actually evolved over the years and emerged as a song that was performed around the U.S. Thanksgiving in November. It was originally titled The One-Horse Open Sleigh. Now, during this medley of music, we wish to invite any children who would like to come to the front and see Paula and receive some actual jingle bells. As you are going to accompany us with some of the music that we will be playing.
We out?
Right, just move over just a little bit. Perfect, perfect. Now. Okay.
Okay.
I'll demonstrate with my jingle bells. So, just a little thing. There's just a couple things you have to remember how to jingle, and you're going to go jingle, jingle, except you're going to shake yours, because your bells have to say jingle, jingle. Let's hear them say that. Ready? And jingle, jingle, jingle. That's it. And then what's this? That means stop. So stop. This means go. Are you ready? And? Okay. So this is a complex song. We're going to be starting and stopping. So watch your conductor. All right. I better move my music over here so that I'm ready. And we'll see if we can do this. Okay. Yeah, you can do our intro and then we'll start jingling right when we start singing.
Are we doing the dashing through the snow part, Paula?
Dashing through the snow? Yeah.
Okay.
And you got the medley there?
I am.
Jingle bells.
That was so great. Thank you guys for participating with the Jingle Bells. They really added to those pieces of music. Absolutely. And Paula, thank you for your wonderful leadership in that. The next carol that we will sing is called The First Noel. This well-known carol had its beginnings in a small village church in England, sung by rustic musicians. Now, despite the use of the French word Noël, this carol is of English origin, and you will notice the English spelling of the word Noel, Nowell. So this carol is found in Voices United, page 91, and we will be singing verses 1 through 4.
Shall we start once more?
Was there certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep? Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. They looked up and saw a star shining in the east beyond them far, and to the earth it gave great light, and so it continued both day and night. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. And by the light star, 3 wise men came from country far to see, for King was their intent, and to follow the star wherever it went. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. This star drew nigh to the northwest, o'er Bethlehem it took its rest, and there it did both stop and stay, right over the place where Jesus lay. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel.
Wow, that was pretty.
As mentioned, the word Noel has French roots, spelled, of course, Noel. The word Noel literally means Christmas, the birth of Christ. The choir will now present a lighthearted and lively version of Noel. It is now with great pleasure that I present to you the ensemble.
So this next carol we're going to be presenting to you is one you probably haven't heard before. Well, actually, unless you can read my mind, you definitely have not heard it before. This is an original piece called Do Not Be Afraid. When the ensemble asked where I got the inspiration from, I said, well, the Bible? Which isn't wrong, but while writing it, I did keep in mind many of our current fears, uncertainties, and anxieties in our modern world, and the comfort faith brings to us, all told through the story of Christmas.
Mary, the dear and favored one, loving virgin heart so pure, the angels told her of a son, and to her he did assure, do not be afraid, the promise is made of the Savior and his birth. May his love reign o'er the earth.
The shepherds lying lowly in the fields where their flocks fed, news of the infant boldly from the angel came and said, do not be afraid, the promise is made of the Savior and his birth. May his love reign o'er the earth.
The Son of God is given to bring to the earth his light. The sins have been forgiven, gathered of his holy night. Do not be afraid, the promise is made of the Savior and his birth.
May his love reign o'er the earth.
Do not be afraid, the promise is made of the Savior and his birth.
May his love reign o'er the earth.
The next three carols will all be found in your Voices United hymn book. Now, the ensemble has kindly offered to lead and accompany us through these songs. The first carol in this set of three is See Amid the Winter's Snow. Not a terribly familiar carol to a lot of us, but nonetheless a beautiful carol. It was originally a Victorian Christmas carol, published again back in 1858, but as a poem only. It was a very long poem. Soon after, it was set to music, and well, after several of the verses were eventually cut out, it became much more popular, and thus the version that we will sing today. So in Voices United, page 76, and we will be singing all the verses.
Born for us on earth below, see the tender Lamb appears, promised from eternal years. Hail, our ever blessed Lord, hail redemption's happy dawn. Sing through all Jerusalem, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Within a manger lies God who built the starry skies, who enthroned in heights sublime sits amid the cherubim. Hail, our ever blessed Lord, hail redemption's happy dawn. Sing through all Jerusalem, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Sing, holy shepherds, say, what your joyful news today? Wherefore have you left your sheep on the lonely mountain steep? Hail, our ever blessed Lord, hail redemption's happy dawn. Sing through all Jerusalem, Christ is born in Bethlehem.
As we watch that dead of night, lo, we saw a wondrous light, angels singing peace on earth, told us of the Savior's birth. Hail, our ever blessed Lord, hail redemption's happy dawn. Sing through all Jerusalem, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Sacred infant, all divine, what a mighty love was thine, thus to come from highest bliss, down to such a world as this. Hail, our ever blessed Lord, hail redemption's happy dawn. Sing through all Jerusalem, Christ is born in Bethlehem.
The next carol is Go Tell It on the Mountain. This is an African-American spiritual dating back to 1865. It has become a favorite of many and has been sung and recorded by numerous gospel and secular performers. It is considered a Christmas carol as the lyrics celebrate the Nativity of Jesus. So the next song, Go Tell It on the Mountain, Voices United, page 43, and all of the verses, please.
And I just, before we go, we just got to remind everybody to kind of wait for the bass line before you kick into the verse. That bit. Just wait for that.
We continue with Joy to the World. This carol is one of the most published carols in North America. Fun fact, the song was never intended to be a Christmas carol. In fact, it was not even intended to be a song. Again, another poem, but then it was set to an inviting melody, and then began its journey into music history. Joy to the World, Voices United, page 59, and we will sing verses 1, 2, and 4.
Let every heart prepare his room.
Our final carol of the afternoon is Silent Night. Now, as the story goes, on Christmas Eve in 1818, the organ in a church in Oberndorf, Austria, was broken. Traditional Christmas carols could not be played. Hence, this beloved carol was hastily composed so that it could be accompanied by a guitar. Now, recently, there has been some debate over the truth of this story, but regardless, it's a wonderful story and a lovely carol. So let's just sing Silent Night, Voices United 67, and we will sing all the verses. In closing, a heartfelt thank you to all the performers, accompanists, and the planners. These events are enjoyable, but do take a significant amount of work. A special thank you to those who operated the sound system and the slide presentation. And to Paula for her guidance and leadership in mapping out today's event, as well as her skillful directing techniques in trying to keep us in time and together. And of course, a warm thank you to you all for your participation today and for your energy and good cheer.
And a big thank you for Judy for hosting their event.
So just a reminder, I believe there may still be more cider and treat. Oh, there's nothing left. Okay, forget that. That's good. I'm glad that you all helped yourselves on the way in. Anyway, we are just going to do one more quick song. Reason being that there, of course, are a multitude of challenges facing the world today. And still, we can all feel truly blessed that we are able to be here and to share our gifts of song this Christmas season. So let's conclude this program with a short form of a round entitled God Bless All. And Paula, I'll let you take it from here.
Okay, what I think we will do is have Sherry play the melody one time through, and then the choir will sing it, and then you all will sing it, and then we'll do it 2 times in a round. Are we ready? Okay, so about this tempo. 2, 3, Sherry.